Yeah, heavyweight fight. I think there was 24 lead changes. Someone had told me after going back and forth, back and forth. Felt like the biggest concern that we had was it was rebounding. We obviously didn't do a great job stopping them. They scored 5 or 6 of the last possessions in regulation. But for the most part, the times that they did miss, they did a good job of getting some good second chance points and some second chance opportunities. There was 19 more shots that they got, but we still put ourselves in position. Offensively, we were able to score. We had the opportunity to, go up 3, put a smaller lineup. We were going to switch, foul. We missed it, unfortunately. They came down, scored really quick, and hats off to them. Second half, couple turnovers here where we couldn't get shots, and we had a hard time tonight guarding in the post. I thought they did a really good job. Hunso, Jalen Wells, Isaac Jones, they're all really good in the post. They really tried to expose that. We started firing, double teaming. It worked for most, for a pretty good chunk, and then one bad rotation, Miles Rice hit a dagger to go up 3. That was the game. But I was proud of how we fought. I don't think we executed how we had to close a game and those types of things, but I felt like we fought against a really good team in a rivalry game. I'm sick for our fans because it was pretty good. We just couldn't get some stops when we needed to get some stops. That's just the bottom line.
Is the late game sort of things that are happening there, is that really what the season is really kind of coming down to?
Yeah, I mean we've had games where we've missed a foul shot. The San Diego State here, like Nevada, and then there's games where we haven't been able to get stops. The guys are. We've been working on it. They've been fighting. It wasn't a lack of effort. It wasn't a lack of them wanting it more. It was just a couple plays here and there that you got to be able to get to win these types of games.
Was it a little so surprising that sort of late in the regulation that you looked like you designed for Moses to get fouled, and he's 80% or shooter?
Well, we knew we wanted the ball during the press break because he's a 90% foul shooter. Yeah. We felt we were in position. They were going to foul. They had to foul. We got it to our best guy, and unfortunately just got a bad bounce. Sometimes that happens. And then we didn't defend for that last 10 seconds. We were supposed to switch, got mixed up, no weak side. Just didn't execute when we had to execute.
What's the message to Severe? Because obviously he plays aggressive, he's able to do a lot of things, but when he has untimely turnovers, especially when he's still, what's the message?
Listen, he's a heck of a player. I think sometimes, we're trying to get KB the ball and they're doing a good job, and sometimes you get really, we're trying to get him the ball and, they defend it well. And there was one on the side. I was trying to get out of the way because I thought I was part of the play. Should have called a timeout from the bench to make sure. But, unfortunately, there was a lot of learning lessons in this game. Unfortunately, you hope they come after a win where you can learn, and unfortunately, they come after a loss.
What's kind of the solution in the game? Because obviously Braxton played more minutes and they've talked having tonight.
Well, even today, like Paulie, we were up 11. Paulie got hurt. He's getting back spasms, and so we lost another guy. Sometimes it happens. The next man up, and we just fell a little bit short. We're not having trouble scoring. We're having trouble, getting stops when we need it, especially in the post. That's why we're having to fire, and then defensive rebounding. When you fire, you get a lot of cross matchups, so you get big and small, and that happened tonight.
Were you surprised that Corn was able to play?
Well, just so everybody knows, Corn has not practiced, so I wasn't going to play him. When Paulie went out in the first half, we didn't know if he was going to play or not, and he got cleared to play. So I said, listen, play the last 3 minutes. So if he can't go, you're ready to go, and so that's what happened.
You mentioned rivalry.
Yep.
Fans.
Yep.
Keep running around the stands. harder than the other ones?
Every loss hits. There's no getting around it. Everyone is, in this league, the cool thing about this league this year is a little bit of run, like a little 3, 4, 5 win run changes everything. That's, in the last couple of years, it's been very top heavy. Now it's kind of like, anybody can beat anybody. And that's what makes, I think that's what makes this league so fun. This year, there's so many more opportunities. Before, if you lost to a certain team, it killed your net or whatever they want to call it. There's so many more. There's 5 or 6 games. The bottom is obviously better, and so you just got to keep your head up. We were disappointed after Colorado. We fought back and played, I think, exceptionally hard versus Utah and played well. Tonight we played offensively well enough to win the game. Had a chance to win the game. It's those couple defensive stops that we haven't been able to get, and that's been the difference. But every loss that you have stings. You remember every single one of them. Way more than the wins, for sure.
It gets a bit lost because of the result, but just your thoughts on the night that Keon had.
You know what? He was, listen, he made some great plays. We went to him at the end. He's been so consistent. I'm really proud of him. And like I said before, this game, we fought. We fought. We didn't execute somebody. We fought. And you could see they felt like they played well enough to win, and we just fell a little short. But he had 35 points, over 50% from the foul, from the field, 11 for 13, 7 rebounds. He gave everything that he has out there. He's done that. He came back. I'm really, really proud of him.
On the last play, you're down 3. Was there a play there for Moses, or
we were going to run a hammer to try to get, obviously if we got an open 3, we wanted to take it, but we also felt like we could get a quick 2. And they put a bigger guy on Severe. He didn't get any separation where he can usually shoot a quick layup, and then they stayed connected to the shooters. And so we were kind of scrambling at the end when the initial play didn't work. That's where we fell short there.
With Severe,
Sorry.
he's got the ball in his hands so much, and he makes some amazing plays, and at times he appears a little out of control and reckless. How do you rein that in without taking a stinger away?
You know what? You got to let him be him. He's so dynamic. He puts so much pressure on the defense, and he's makes everybody around him better. Sometimes. You got to let him be him. And sometimes he's going to make a turnover here or there, but you're going to get everything that you got from him, and he's all about winning. That's all he's about. He's all about winning, making other guys better, competing on the defensive end. There's so many plays. It's like with Moses missing the foul shot. There's so many plays before that impacted where, we had an 11-point lead. I think it was 7 minutes to go in the first half, and we led, they went on a run. There were some breakdowns here or there. It's just an accumulation of those plays. But Saw is got to let him be him.
Best game Keon's had since he's been here. Would you say that?
I think scoring-wise, competing-wise, no question. He's had so many good ones. The thing that I'm most proud about is his leadership. He's really grown in that regard as a leader. He keeps swinging. You got to keep swinging, and he swings.
You mentioned his leadership. He comes in here, and I know it's tough. He gets a lot of media attention. There's a lot of pressure, but he always faces the music.
Yeah.
Always. How important is it just to keep him on track?
It's everything. We go how he goes. We go how him and Saw goes. And we've had some unfortunate, Frank, that's part of the, there's some of those things, but these other guys just have to step up. That's just what it is. But that guy, he swings. He brings it every day in practice, off the court, on the court, academically. He's going to graduate, which is phenomenal. He's got, he's been a blessing for us for sure.
And, Anthony Holland, that play, because, Paul was down there. He just seems to do everything the right way? Is he earning more minutes?
You know what? He played 25 tonight. You know, he's a guy. He defends. You know, if he's open, you got to guard him. You got to respect him. He's a great leader too. We've been really fortunate enough to get some of these. You know, the fifth year guys that we have are really good human beings, good leaders, good people. And when your culture is that, when your best players, your upperclassmen are like that, it's great for the rest of the program and the younger guys. And he's a great example of what and who we want to be.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you, guys.